Shivaratri, as it's commonly known, is the night when Paramashiva manifested eons ago as an intense shaft of light to give the world the highest principle of spirituality. Everyone, how Shiva is seen in the world is as an amazing step beyond the normal mediocrity of life. The day-to-day things that seem meaningful, that seem very important, that we indulge ourselves in. Shiva is a step away from it, a fresh air. It's like a deity, a god, who is just a vacation from all those problems, an escape or an evasion from all those problems. He is the one who lives outside the society in almost they describe as a burial ground, and lives smeared with ash. All things that are not normal. But yet he remains untouched and extremely pure. This ideal is something that clicks with many people. And he stands for that truth that there is consciousness, there is something that is beyond body and mind, that is there within us, that we can experience as a truth all around us. And that is what he is, and that is what he gives. In the mantras that we chant, we say, Tattvamasya Laksham, meaning that he is the goal, that is Tattvamasi, to realize that we are one with everything, and he is the one who takes us to the goal of that same experience. And on this night, every year, the alignment of the constellations and the celestial bodies gives a path for the cosmic energy of Paramashiva to manifest. So, literally, the night is charged with the energy and the presence of Paramashiva. That is why, in the Uttara Kamika Agama, it is recommended that everyone should practice the fasting so that their body is an empty vessel ready to receive the extreme and supreme bliss that Paramashiva is on that day. More than anything, our beloved Swamiji is a true and genuine Shiva Bhakta, a devotee of Paramashiva. What he shares with everyone is the science of enlightenment, through which he teaches how Paramashiva can manifest in so many different forms, in so many different ways, and how you can yourself connect with him. The Shiva Linga that is so common, and the worship of which is so common, is something that Swamiji explains to us in a beautiful way. As Guru, he has taught and has given so many people initiation into the worship of the Shiva Linga as a personal Atmartha Linga, a Linga that you do puja to every day as your own personal puja. And the Kamika Agama goes on to describe how millions and millions of merit and punya is there in doing the worship of a Shiva Linga. And more is described in the Shivaratri Vidhi of the Kamika Agama, where Paramashiva describes the benefits and the significance of offering puja to the Shiva Linga on Shivaratri. Shivaratri is the night when that intense energy of Paramashiva manifests. But many people ask, what is the Shiva Linga? They want to know more about it, but are afraid to ask the right questions because of associations that were wrongly put onto them about what it is and what the Shiva Linga represents. There may be sects and parts of Hinduism that worship Shiva Linga in a different context than what is normal. But as an experience for millions of Shiva devotees, the Shiva Linga is a manifestation of the formless in form. That which cannot be perceived, that unmanifest, that we don't know what it is, that is our very potential, that unmanifest in a form is what is the Shiva Linga. And when we offer the worship to it, we are not worshipping just something else. We are worshipping our very own personal highest experience and highest spiritual truth of oneness with cosmos, of oneness with Paramashiva. So when we worship the Shiva Linga, we are worshipping actually our most spiritual selves, our highest self. And when we do the practice and observe the austerities that are done on Shivaratri, we experience profound truths and experience the reality of Paramashivoham. Swamiji has gone on to tell the science of enlightenment to so many people, and he has shown personally, myself, how to connect with the deities. Here we have Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva, Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti, and the deity of our Guru, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam. Initially, myself, I did not connect with the Shiva Linga. I didn't understand how do you even make head or tail of it, literally. And I didn't understand what is it that is fascinating about it by so many people. But I had one way that my Guru has taught me, a way of connecting, a simple way of connecting. I connected with the Shiva Linga praying to it. Swamiji teaches that the deities manifest in our lives in so many ways, in the form of powerful cognitions that are the truths. The Shiva, when we say the Shiva Linga represents your highest self, that is a powerful cognition. But the deities also manifest by fulfilling our prayers, by showing that they're real. So Swamiji teaches us to also be prayerful. In this case, Swamiji has taught us, and I took on this prayer, where he said, where I personally wanted to connect with the Shiva Linga. And I said, how do I do this? How do I connect with it? If Paramashiva is really the compassionate one that Swamiji says he is, then I can communicate with him and I can tell him to help me to experience him in my life. So I personally did worship to Shiva Linga, took the Diksha from Swamiji, and learned how the worship of the Shiva Linga can help me experience the highest spiritual truths. When I prayed, I literally asked the Shiva Linga, my Guru says that you are a powerful energy. My Guru says that you can manifest so much in my life. And the Guru says that there is something in you. Please help me to see that in you. Please reveal yourself to me. I simply had this prayer. And the more and more I found out this powerful prayer, this powerful conclusion that I came to about how I am going to relate to the Shiva Linga, the more and more I realized that he is showing me more and more truths about myself, about the reality of who I am and what I can be. And I can now happily say that I can understand and cognize that the Shiva Linga is a real representation of our highest, truest spiritual self. And when I do the worship, I pray to it with humble reverence and devotion to the ultimate experience of Paramashivoham, oneness with Paramashiva. That possibility, that potential of enlightenment is what is celebrated as the Shiva Linga. And that is what it represents. And when we worship it, we celebrate that possibility. And that is what charges us on the night of Shivaratri. When we worship the Shiva Linga, observing the fast and all the other things. Thank you for joining and getting to know a little bit more about Paramashivoratri and about Shiva Linga itself. You can ask your questions, share and like this video. Ask more questions about how you feel when you think about Shiva. What Shiva means to you in your life. Let us have a beautiful open forum and powerful, matured conversations about what Shiva means to us in our lives and how we worship and celebrate Paramashivoratri. Stay tuned for more videos about Shiva and Paramashivoratri. Thank you, Nithyananda.